in the shadow of the old oak's arms, where the river sings and the valley charms. She danced the silhouette against setting suns, a memory forged where the wild creek runs. Her laugh a breeze through the chapel pines, her kiss sweet as the summer winds, on the porch where the creaking swing still sighs, whispering tales neath the stormy skies. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with the ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan, underneath the starlit canvas where the lonely coyotes cry. I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. But the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, the trails we walked are overgrown, and old rain taps on the rooftops like forgotten tales, lost in the thunder of the lonesome gaze. A scarf she left still smells a wild rose, faded by the sun, frayed by the blows. Time it steals the brightest flame away, left me with the dusk, took the day. Oh, grave closed her eyes, left me dreaming alone, with the ghost of her whisper and the echo of her moan, underneath the starlit canvas where the lonely coyotes cry. I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when shadows die. By the old oak tree I carved her name, in the heart-shaped nook still looks the same, as if the oak's aged skin and its deep dark eyes hold the secret to where the true heart lies. Yes, grave closed her eyes, now I roam dusk to dawn, a cowboy with his heart, but all his chance is gone. With each dusty sunset and each trail that fades away, she's the whisper in the valley where I'll lay down someday. Oh, grave closed her eyes, and I've been dreaming ever since, in the quiet of the ghost towns by the fence. But love, like the river, finds its way despite the lies, in the lands where even shadows dare to rise.
In the hush of dawn's first blush, by the creek where willows weep, I found a scarf light and torn where our love swore to keep. Underneath that old oak tree, carved two names for all to see, now just ghost in the breeze, whispering just to me. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creaking floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rolled through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Gravel roads where we once roamed, Now paths I walk alone, the cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Where warmth once brightly shone, old saddle hanging untouched, tells more than words could say. Since you took that midnight train and life turned shades of gray, boots rode through kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creak and floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rode through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Oh, the rains that came washed some pain, left puddles of the past. But deep in me, the river runs to seas that hold you fast. By the oak, the scarf still flies, a flag of what's no more. In the winds that cross the plains, I hear you close the door. Boots rode through kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Though I trek these hills and valleys, through the whispers of your laugh, boots rode through, and I'm just shadows of the past, catching photographs. Yes, boots rode through, and my heart's a worn out map of your footpaths.
In the shadow of Lonesome Hill, neath the whispering oak, where the sunset spills its gold and the old story spoke, I found a scarf of faded red, tangled in the breeze, every thread of memory dancing with the leaves. A lonesome hill whispers low and sweet of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Now she's a ghost in the wind, a whisper in the rain. Her echo rides the valley on a train I can't detain. Years roll like thunder through towns quiet and cold. Our cabin's just embers, the porch worn and old. Gone the laughter that filled up the dusty gravel road. Now it's just my lone shadow and her memories I hold. A lonesome hill whispers low and sweet of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Her touch of faded sunlight on the saddle worn and gray. I'm a silhouette at sunset with too much gone away. There's solace in the saddle under stars that still roam, but every trail just circles back to her, my heart's home. Guess every lonesome cowboy with his song and his sin finds a stirred up too empty where her laughter had been. So lonesome hill whispers and I whisper back, words lost on the wind down a long forgotten track. Maybe love's just a shadow an echo fading slow. A heart holds its secrets where only wild winds go.
In the shadow of the oak by the old wooden gate, where the sunset paints gold on her hair, we carved our names young and unafraid in the heart of a world without care. The breeze whispers secrets like a ghost in the night, under stars that now seem too far to reclaim. Every whisper of the wind, a memory of light, and the flame of what was just an ember remains. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come down on the road where her laughter used to lay. Each drop's a tear from the clouds of my frown as the dust turns to mud where we once lay. Morning sky, tell me why do these winds still call out her name? Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads wind empty, leading nowhere. That oak tree stands witness to the dreams we spun, its leaves now falling like the tears I shun. Where once was the warmth of her hand in mine, now just the cold grip of the passing time. The scarf she left, a token of her past. On the saddle lies faded, there's nothing can last. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come down on the trails where we walk now overgrown. Each drop's a tear, and in their mirror I drown, searching for a shadow in the twilight throne. Morning sky, tell me why does this heart beat alone? Is it a curse or a blessing, the solitude I wear? A badge of the lost, or just a cross I bear? In every setting sun and rising moon, I find her smile in the night's soft croon. Morning sky cries, oh the rains come cold, washing away the tracks we once rode. But her whispers still linger in the breezy sigh under the morning sky, where my heart lies. Oh morning sky, until I die I'll walk these lands with her by my side. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold.
Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name. Across the barren meadow, it's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old Porch Creek like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps where you danced in grace. The wind soft moaned through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. A turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft, mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked, like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. You step away from you through time's harsh track, leaves me a wander in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh and the gravel road still tall. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talked. My heart's tied to the dust where our sunsets used to fade. Beneath cold morning's echo where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies I find no release, but in every whispered wind there's a piece of your peace. On Lonesome Hill, neath the crying sky, an old oak whispers secrets when the wind blows by. Its leaves hold tales of you and me, in the shadow of our dreams where we used to be. A cabin sits, its porch worn thin, ghost of your scarf dancing in the wind. Those gravel roads where our stories spill, now just dusty tracks that the rain can't heal. Oh, Lonesome Hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. Gone are the days of laughter and wine, only echoes in the hollow where I lay my mind. Your saddle's untouched, it's been years I reckon, mourn for leather, each crease a lesson. The creek still runs but it's not the same, without your reflection it's just water and pain. Hardened by time, softened by tears, this wandering life shaped by fears. Oh, Lonesome Hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. If memories were horses, I'd ride back to you, through storms and through shadows, to truths we once knew. But dreams are just echoes fading into the night, and I'm just a shadow under fading twilight. So Lonesome Hill bleeds, and I'm trying to believe in a sky that still holds both your heart and your leave. As the night closes in on the plains wide and still, I'll remember us fondly forever on Lonesome Hill. In the shadow of the oak where the wild horses drank, my love carved her name in the old wooden plank. We danced 'neath the stars on a blanket of pine. Those whispering winds knew she'd never be mine. Oh, the long on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. The cabin stands empty where we once lay in fire, now only cold ashes and unquenched desire. Her scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a fragment of love slipped away with the light. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of my heart, each drop a reminder how we're worlds apart. The trail's overgrown where we once walked as two, now just a path that's beaten and blue. So the long ride left behind, where memory's dust is all that's resigned. Beneath that oak I understand, love is a trail etched deep in the land. Oh, the long ride left behind, echoes in the squall, forever enshrined. In the shadow of the weeping willows where the creek sings lullabies, I first saw her barefoot neath the endless prairie sky. Her laughter danced like wildfire, her spirit free as the night. On that old porch we'd sit, watching stars burst into light. Oh, those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp, through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasp. The oak tree still holds her name, carved deep within its side, but it's just a ghostly echo of the love I cannot hide. Years roll like thunder, quiet towns grew strangely cold. Her scarf still holds the scent of sunlight, I'm growing old. The cabin stands empty where our dreams once flew so wild. Now nothing but dust-covered saddles and the cries of something wild. Oh, those barefoot steps held tight in my memory's grasp, through the whispering winds, in each breath I gasp. The oak tree still holds her name, carved deep within its side, but it's just a shadow's whisper of the love that's been denied. On gravel roads I wander, under skies too vast to hold, the weight of all these memories and the silences they've told. Rain falls like forgiveness across this lonesome land, yet with every drop I'm further from her hand. barefoot steps held tight. Oh, how I've tried to let go, but the land keeps her footprints, and the river, it still flows underneath that oak tree, where our names will forever reside. With every sunset that fades, so does the light from my life's ride.
Neath an old oak tree shade, I found a wagon wheel worn by the journey it made. Sitting there, I traced the spokes and saw your scarf so light, flutter like a ghost dance in the fading evening light. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rode us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. Creek whispers your name through the willow's mournful sigh. Underneath that oak tree is where my heart lies. The cabin's now empty where your laughter filled the room. Porch is silent and dusty under melancholy's gloom. Saddlebags packed with dreams now just collect the rain. That lone gravel road won't hear you sing again. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rode us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. The wind carries sorrow where our wildflowers used to bloom. In the heart of the empty cabin, I still wait in the gloom. Twilight, a reminder of the love that's died. But these wandering trails, they keep calling me to roam, searching for what was lost in this vast starlit dome. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, memories etched in rust. Every spoke a story of love, life, and dust. As the night claims the sky and the stars light up like fire, I hold on to the wheel, entrapped by my heart's wire. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, rolling into the night. I'm a ghost on these plains, faded from the sight. In the shadow of the mesa, where the oak trees used to stand, I found the scarf you left behind, now faded in my hand. The cabin's door still creaks the same on hinges worn and gray. It echoes with each step I take since you in the rain walked away. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. This old porch remembers us, its boards worn down with time.
where we watch the sunsets bleed into night, your hand resting in mine. But the gravel roads are empty now, the trails have all but faded, just like the love we swore would last, now gone and all but jaded. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps. Since the rain walked away, maybe towns like these, with dust settled so still, are just places for the heart to break, not places meant to heal. I saddle up to ride again through winds that whisper pain of a love that's just another ghost, like the rain. The rain walked away with the best of my years. Through the dust I see you clear, your smile through the tears. I'll carry this old heart of mine down roads where memories sway, still searching for a reason why the rain walked away. Yes, forever asking why did the rain walk away? Out past where the creek bends low, under the shadow of the oak, lies a trail we carved, worn deep by whispers only winds evoke. That old porch still holds your laugh in the creaks of weathered wood, where we'd watch the sun dip down, dreaming more than we ever should. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shade, and every sunset bleeds the same, the colors of your scarf now fade. In the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Gravel roads knew our names, and in the dust our tales were spun. But seasons turned as you did walk into the setting sun. Now the saddle hangs untouched, the bridle lays without a hand, and I roam these quiet towns alone, a shadow stretching with the land. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shade, and every sunset bleeds the same, the colors of your scarf now fade. In the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Like tears I've learned to hide, yet every drop that touches earth stirs your memory inside. As the thunder rolls across the plains and lightning strikes the heart, I find solace in the storm, where you and I aren't far apart. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold and I'm worn like the leather freight, but in every whispered wind I hear the songs we once played. Through the windswept valleys and over mountains draped in snow, I'll wander with your ghost along the lost trail carved where echoes never go. Out by the old Laughlin Range, where the oak tree shadows dance, I found our names carved deep in bark, now overgrown and stark. A breeze whips through the empty space where once we'd embrace. Beneath starlit skies, your laughing eyes, now just a ghost I chase. In the whisper of the leaves, in the moaning of the eaves, your voice a distant echo that my heart can't seem to leave. I hold you like a ghost held tight through the lonely prairie night. A memory fades at dawn's first light, but never leaves my sight. Cabin stands, but you're long gone, like lyrics from an old song. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths I walk alone. That old porch swing, it sways in vain, no laughter does it bring, just rusty chains and rain-stained dreams and pain that clings and clings. In the whisper of the leaves, in the moaning of the eaves, your voice a distant echo that my heart can't seem to leave. I hold you like a ghost held tight through the lonely prairie night. A memory fades at dawn's first light, but never leaves my sight. Could I wander neath these endless skies, find where my true heart lies? Or am I doomed to roam these trails with your ghost by my side? Each sunset burns not just the sky, but the very threads of time, as I clutch the scarf you left behind in this broken heart of mine. In the whisper of the leaves, in the moaning of the eaves, your voice a distant echo that my heart can't seem to leave. I hold you like a ghost held tight through the darkest prairie night, shadow fading with the light, in a love that's lost the fight. I hold you like a ghost held tight as I whisper my good night. In the shadow of an oak, near the creek where whispers float, a fire crackles its lonely sparks, drift to skies remote. Beneath that ancient tree, she carved her name next to mine, now just ghostly letters faded by the cruel hands of time. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear, each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam. I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. The old porch creaks, empty like the echoes of my heart. Gravel roads stretch far, leading ever from where we part. The scarf still lies upon my saddle, frayed and pale like the trails we rode now. Dusty stories, old and stale. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear. Each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam. I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. Rain taps on cabin roofs like soft words unsaid, each drop a memory of the love that softly bled. In the heart of the whispering winds, her laughter finds me still, but it's just a fleeting sound, a chill upon the hill. Lonely fire drifts, and with each spark that dies, a piece of my soul sighs into the heavenly skies, where rivers sing and mountains know her name. I'll wander lost yet found in the embers of the flame. Lonely fire drifts, and I'm drifting too, forever in this game. The trail we used to ride, that old oak's crooked but still wide. The fence is down, the paint's all gone, but I swear I heard you hum that song. I brought you flowers like back in June, the kind you liked, wild and in bloom. Set them down slow on marble stone, a place too cold for skin and bone. I brought you flowers, but you're not here, just your name carved deep and clear. I whisper things you'd laugh to hear, but only when leans close, my dear. The years have grayed my wrinkled hands, but you still dance in golden lands you left, and time kept spinning gears. So I brought you flowers, but you're not here. I wore the coat you patched that fall, still fits me right. Tears and all, I passed the creek where we first kissed. It dried up slow like what we missed. They said you smiled your final breath, like talking sweet to gentle death. I wasn't there to say goodbye, but I've said it every night since July. I brought you flowers, but you're not near, just echoes of the life lived here. I told you about the cattle rain and how I still curse your middle name. The swing still creaks, the porch light's dead, but your laugh rings inside my head. They say you're gone, but that feels unclear. So I brought you flowers, but you're not here. Sundress there? Do angels braid your midnight hair? Do stars shine brighter where you rest? Do you you still hum when skies are blessed? I brought you flowers, love of mine. You took my youth and left me time. I'll see you soon, just not today. Got one last fence to mend in May. But when I come, don't dress in white. Just wear that grin from 89's light and meet me where the sky runs clear. Till then I'll bring you flowers, though you're not here. In the shadow of the mesa where the oak tree used to stand, I found her scarf of faded red, buried by the sand, where we carved our names in bark, now worn so feebly etched. There's a silence through the canyon, like a heart when love has left. Oh, the thorns stood still on that dusty hill, under skies of fire we swore forever. But flames turned to ash and the floods washed the past. Now I roam these lands alone, never tethered. Once there was laughter in the breeze and warmth within the cold. An old porch harbored secrets that young lovers boldly told. But the cabin stands empty, the door swings with no cause. Gravel roads, once our future, now just trace our past applause. Oh, the thorns stood still on that barren hill. Through the rain they watched my leaving. Her eyes like the storm and her spirit the warmth. In the whispers of the wind I hear her grieving. I saddle up as sunset bleeds into the night. Every star a memory, each trail a faded light. The land holds tight to lovers gone, like roots cling to the dirt. My solace found in roaming, yet my curse is this earth. Yes, the thorn stood still while my restless will keeps me wandering through these quiet towns. With each setting sun I come undone in the wildlands where my heart was found. Oh, the thorns stood still and I guess they always will. As the sunset fades, so too does her sound. In the shadow of the oak where the wild roses bloom, the thorn sleeps under the crescent moon. Her scarf still dances on that old porch swing where we carved our names in the spring of 15. The smell of rain on that dusty trail, echoes of laughter, a love bound to fail. Oh, thorn sleeps, but my heart's wide awake, tangled in memories I can't forsake. The wind whispers secrets I promised to keep. Now they're buried deep where thorn sleeps. Years rode away on a sorrow-soaked steed, left me with silence and a heart that still bleeds. That gravel road, now overgrown, leads to a cabin weathered and alone. Saddles gather dust in a corner unseen, like the faded trails of those sweet dreams. Oh, thorn sleeps, and here I stand, holding on to shadows in a forsaken land. The sun sets fire to my unspoken needs, casting long shadows where thorn sleeps. One day I'll ride past the edge of the dawn to where old ghosts and yesterday's gone. But tonight my resolve turns weak in the quiet whispers where thorn sleeps. Yes, thorn sleeps beneath the stars' endless sweep, in a bed of secrets too heavy, too deep. As the moon climbs high and the night owl weeps, I find no peace while thorn sleeps. I'll keep riding through memories cheap, forever haunted where thorn sleeps. In the shadow of where wild daisies lay, I carved our names inside a heart upon that old gray bay. The porch still creaks, that cabin by the creek where we found our dreams, but now it's just me. Oh, the bed still made where once you lay, now it's just a shadow in the evening's jade. The wind whispers secrets through the door that sways in that empty room where our loved ones stayed. Years of road like tumbleweeds cross plains so wide, our trails grew cold under the endless prairie sky. That old blue scarf you left behind on the chair feels like yesterday's rain, soft, silent, and bare. Oh, the bed still made where once you lay, now it's just a shadow in the evening's jade. The wind whispers secrets through the door that sways in that empty room where our loved ones stayed. The gravel road wears a veil of dust just like my heart since you rode away. Every sunset parts, the saddle's worn, boots lined by the door. Each step I take echoes no more, no more. where your ghost still plays a waltz of memories in the twilight's haze. And every night as the stars lay their claim, I hear that bed walk away, calling out your name. So the bed walked away, just like you that day, under skies vast and gray. In the silence I stay, the lonesome cowboy with his guitar frayed, singing to the wind where his loved ones sway.
In the dawn's pale light, where the oak tree shadows lie, I once woke beside her under the endless frontier sky. The porch creaked softly with our whispered dreams, cold morning tied down in the seams of old blue jeans. The cabin held the warmth of love like a sacred flame, and every whispered wind seemed to breathe her name. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. And now the gravel roads stretch out like the regrets I own. Her laughter echoes over creeks where we once had roamed. The town once bustling fades like the trails we rode, each hoof beat a memory, every sunset low. She drifted away like the leaves in the autumn breeze, left me with these empty rooms and rusting sycamore trees. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. By the fireside, the shadows dance alone tonight, the stars above like eyes watching in the quiet light. Maybe in another life where the wildflowers remain, we'd ride those dusty trails, never to part again. Oh, how my heart still yearns as the old world turns beneath the endless sky where old lovers say goodbye, tied down on this cold morning with nothing left to claim. Her memory, a silent song, a whisper through the plains. Out where the red oak stands, guarding the dusty plains, there's an old house that lingers beneath the skies of gray.
creaking on its porch. It holds secrets of the breeze, where we once watched the sunset, you, the mountains, and me. Oh, the wind still whispers your name through the door. Old house moans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past this broken trail. Your scarf still hangs on the hook, faded, worn, and frail. That old saddle rests untouched where you left it last, by the empty cabin in the shadows that you cast. Oh, the wind still whispers your name through the door. Old house groans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Underneath the starlit cloak I roam these lands alone. Echoes of our laughter in the twilight softly moan. I've wandered far, yet here's where my weary heart stays, in the quiet whispers of those golden bygone days. Yes, the wind still whispers your name, a haunting tender sore. Old house stands neath the sky, bearing the love we bore. Every sunrise and set paints your face in the divine, lost in the forever where you're eternally mine. Oh, this old house lingers like the heart I can't restore.